Hey and welcome back to the second part of my Learning Street series. As usual, those videos are dedicated to players with little to no experience on that map, so this is the perfect place for you guys to start learning the map from scratch if you have not played it yet. Alright, so in the case that you missed the first part of the series, the link is right in front of you as well as in the description. As usual, the main goal of this video is just to walk you guys through the most important points of interest, show you the Exfils and the most dangerous areas. This time we are going to explore the area around this cinema building. So if you remember the first part, we actually broken up the map in like 6 areas, and this is the first area, the area we're going to start with. Alright, so we are in the bottom right corner of the map next to the cinema building. This is also one of the very common spawns in here, so you can spawn here, you can spawn in the building down there. Just keep in mind that this area is usually quite contested early on, so if you've spawned here, just try to seek cover as fast as possible. Right, just here, this is the Courtyard Exfil down there, so there's like the stairs towards the basement. If you see the green flare, you can use the Exfil. No matter where you spawn, this Exfil is available for all the PMCs. Alright, now next thing we are going to do is run towards the car Exfil. So here's the car Exfil. If the car is available in your raid, you'll find it right behind this fence. Also, this is the main street that splits the map into halves, if you remember the first part of my video. Right, next one, this large park area in front of the cinema building. Try to avoid it, or if you need to cross it, just be very cautious because it's really easy to get pinned down here. Next building of interest is the real estate building. That's not too bad in terms of loot. This is this building right here. Just be aware that PMCs can be up there and aiming at you. Good. The next stop on our list is this yellow corner building over there. Let's head there. All right, here we are. So the cinema building is to our right. If you look towards the end of the street, there's the damaged house, which is a PMC Exfil. It's usually available if you spawn on the other side of the map. Now, the cinema building, you can actually enter it, and it does have a little bit of loot in terms of food and other supplies, but it's usually not worth wasting your time. In contrast to this yellow building, this has a lot of drawers, computers, and other stuff such as duffel bags. So you should definitely visit this one if you need some loot, especially if you play as a scav. So the next stop is this door with the bright sign above it, which is the Hive. Let's go there. The Hive is really awesome in terms of loot. You have loot spawns for bitcoins, moonshines, and other goodies, so it's usually worth a visit. It does require a key, but it's not a big deal to get it. The main disadvantage of this location is there's just one door leading into the Hive, which means you have just one exit. And depending on the circumstances, you can be caught off guard by camping PMCs over there, or even across the street. So no, just be extremely cautious when you're leaving the Hive. In the best case, you're playing as a squad and then one of you guys goes there and loots, while others just guard the entrance. Alright, next stop is the tram station over there. Let's go. Okay, let me break down this area for you guys. So first of all, as you can see, we do have a BTR stop over here, as well, by the way, as in front of the cinema building. That's where we started our journey today. So what's special about this intersection? First of all, you have a scav exit located over there. You just go into it, and then downstairs, this is the Catacom, the abandoned Catacombs Exfil. You also do have a PMC Exfil down here. Just go down the tram line and you'll find an Exfil at the end of this little tunnel. Furthermore, There's the police station building over there. This is also the place where the streets boss named Kolontai does spawn sometimes, so just make sure you check the windows before you go in. So what else do we have in this sector that we wanted to cover today? First of all, the Sparja supermarket to our right, which is part of a very early quest line, as well as the bank building, this bright yellow one in here, which is required for an early task of Ragnar. Last thing I want to cover is the factory area, which is located inside this block. So let's walk over there and see us later. This is, we are inside the block now. This is the factory building. There are several entrances to it. This area is kind of hard to learn and memorize when you play it for like first couple of times. So just be aware that, PMCs can basically approach from everywhere. In case you remember the beginning of the video, this is the yellow building I talked earlier about, the building with the computers, filing cabinets, and so on. So people can come from this door. They could also come from this hallway, and so on and so on and so on. So this is the factory building. Why is it interesting? It does have a marked room, so high-level PMCs tend to go over there because of the amazing marked room spawns you usually have. Now, I would not advise you to spend too much time within this inside area, just because it's really easy to be sniped or to be caught off guard by more experienced players. All right, so that's it for today. This is part 2, the cinema area. I'll see you later for the next area. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you liked this video. See you guys. Bye.